Hi guys, this is Bro and today we are back with another Clash Royale video. In today's video, I'm gonna help you tips to grind to 5300. I'm still playing the EBAPS deck I used in the last video. This is my activity log. I've won I guess in my last 13 matches I have lost like 2 or 3 matches. It was an intense grind. Here as you can see, barely any losses and it's all just victories and all. Anyways, let me just share you replays real quick. I'm gonna give you tips hand in hand. I'm gonna play it at 4 times. Wait, 4 times is too fast. Let's play it at 2 times. The first thing you need to do is you need to maintain opposite lane pressure if the opponent isn't playing cycle. Against cycle decks, you need to just take damages in one turn. He had control. If your opponent has control decks or like maybe beat down decks, you need to maintain the double lane pressure using your elite barbarians and the balloons. Here he was a e-golem players. I don't really like e-golem players because yeah, it needs a nerf still. Like literally a naked e-golem did 700 damage onto my tower. Wait, more than 700 damage to my tower, even after using uh, goblin gang and wizard. 700 tower is no joke for 3 elixir. Yeah, I know it gives me 4 elixir too, but even after using so many troops, if I leave that, it would clearly take off my tower in one push even without support cards. It needs a buff in my opinion. Wait, not buff enough, my bad. It needs a fat nerf in my opinion. The good thing about this deck is you have a lot of splash damage with the Mega Knight and the Wizard. Then you have two pretty solid win conditions. People underestimate the Elite Barbarians. It's a pretty solid win condition, at least after the buff. I don't know what people think before the buff, but at least after the buff, it's a pretty solid win condition. Also for free to play players, it's pretty good because it's a common card. My deck is very good for free to play players because it has 5 common cards compared to only 1 legendary card in my deck. The 5 commons I guess are Zap, Knight, Elite Barbarians, Bats, and Goblin Gang. 1 rare, 1 epic, and 1 legendary card all over. Let us hop into another replay. This was how, like, he didn't really had to use the 3 musketeers in my first match. He was doing it pretty well. The match was going smooth. When he used the 3 musketeers, it gave me a huge elixir advantage, which gave me time to take up one of his towers. Again, playing it on double speed. With this deck, you also need to know how to use the zap because it a lot of times the zap gives you an extra hit while balloon is near the tower. If people just like here let me just half speed. Here I zapped the wizard, which gave me 1 hit. The zap resets when the wizard is about to throw. I zapped the thing, which gave me 1 extra hit. Even in the previous match, in the last second, the last throw was given to the balloon with the help of a zap. I zapped the mega minion, I guess, which gave me an extra hit. Here he caught me low on elixir, which gave him a lot of damage on my tower. He was in a damage lead, but I knew with this deck it's not over until it's over, because even at the last second you can take damage with the EBABs. 10 seconds remaining, 1 tower to take. EBAB still do the job. It's just that you need to pick out the counters what your opponents have and bait them out. With the Mega Knight you have a lot of splash damage. Also, one more tip which I want to give with this deck is you shouldn't really try making the first move. You need to wait 1 minute. Yeah, don't wait directly till double elixir. Here I caught him low on elixir, which gave my balloon 2 hits. It was almost tower down there. Now I just needed to defend there. I defended his balloon pushes pretty well. 10 seconds to go. Even this match was pretty easy. It was a 50-50 matchup. He had counters to my cards. With the wizard and the minion horde countered my balloon, and he had Valkyrie for my E-barbs, but I had counters to his prince too. Let's hop into one more match before I play a classic challenge match with the Royal Giant deck. I guess I'll do it, or maybe show more replays. Let me just do it in 2 times. He went for Royal Giant on the bridge first play, which isn't really good in my opinion. He should have probably went that on the back, at least without knowing what I have. If I have something like the Inferno Tower or something, that would have been just a free Royal Giant for me. Here, there, I sensed out that he just uses Executioner and Valkyrie, which are both counter the E-Babs pretty well. So I rushed E-Babs on the opposite lane. Yeah, you need to know when your opponent is out of counters for your cards, and then you can counter him pretty well. Here, he had to use 9 elixir for my 5 elixir balloon, which was a plus trade for me, and he got only a half health Executioner as a counter push, which wasn't really good for him. Here, those bats were just for making pressure, or else he would have just left the Valkyrie alone. I didn't zap the other tower this soon because I didn't wanted to give him the King Tower activation. The King Tower activation matters a lot because we aren't playing a Royal Giant deck or something, so we need to sense out when to give him the first crown. Here I had the opportunity to wait until I gave him the King Tower activation, so I waited the fullest extent. I didn't wanted to delay it too much because at times I also forget doing that. At times it happens, you know. I went for the knight in the pocket because then the King Tower activate goes towards the knight rather than going for the balloon, which was a good play. You need to know when you can do that. Let's here, let me just, this matchup, this was a very bad matchup for me. Also another loss. This was a 50-50 matchup. He played it well, so he won it. Like, he had counters, but even I had counters for his win condition. At last it was just down to spell cycle, and he had the rocket, so he won that. So 2 loss. And this match, like, I didn't play it perfectly. It was my bad, guys. This deck still works against Hog Rider decks because you have the Wizard and the Mega Knight, which hard counters those. Let's drop into another replay. I'm going it 4 times because then I can show one more of these replays. While playing this deck, you need to maintain the dual lane pressure. If you're playing against like against cycle decks, you just do it one side. Any other decks, you can make it dual lane pressure because you never know when the match comes to a 2 crown situation. And with those solid win conditions, E-Babs and the balloon, you can take 2 towers in any moment. Shouldn't really matter much. Plus the synergies match in this deck too. I like, let me just, here I went like, I knew that tower was dead, and this game again came out to be a 2 tower situation. As I said you in the start, you need to go things in the pocket, sensing when you can, and you have like enough elixir. Balloon is one of your major win conditions. Even if you cannot get damage through the E-Babs, balloon dead damage is like 400, I guess, which is way too much. It's more than 350 damage each time. You can just go for dead bombs against like when players play spell cycle and something like that. You just need the death bomb. You can bait out his counters using the Mega Knight and just spell cycle him, like, not spell cycle, you can just get the death damage over there, which is what you need. You also need to know when you can zap the tower because zap resets everything. Then you can, like, he knew one more death bomb would kill him, so he went all in with the RG over there. Instead of going in the pocket, I went it there because I had a decent counter push. Let me just, these were the tips I wanted to give you all with this deck. This deck is a pretty heavy deck, so you need to play it pretty passively for the first 2 minutes. And this also one more tip with this deck, it's not over until it's over. You need to play, like, even in the last moment E-Babs can take a tower, so you shouldn't give up fast enough with this deck until, like, he almost 3 crowned you and you didn't even touch his tower, because this deck can make miracles happen with the E-Babs. E-Babs are a pretty good card, at least after the buff, guys. I don't know why people don't use them, but I have like 80% win rate with them. Also, like, I've checked the Discord servers of few YouTubers with the highest trophies at king level 11. I am second in some, first in some, and yeah, in OJ server I am second, in Ash server I am second, in Boss server I am first, Tag server I am first. Alright guys, this is up for this video. Please like the video if you liked it. test the deck once for sure. Link to my Discord server will be in the description down below. You can join my clan too. Here's my clan. You can join it. 45 members currently. We are doing good in clan wars 2. We are at second position currently. I'll try coming up first. Anyways guys, please like to the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll try posting other videos soon too, but I have my exams, which is the problem. Anyways guys, take care of yourself. Meet you next time.